Are you happy with this new contract?
Yeah, of course. If I say yes to a contract, I'm very satisfied.
Did you have a long thought before you decided to carry on?
No, I mean we said after the summer when we start talking a little bit about it that I said to Geir and Tore that I want to wait until after the qualification, and then we talked a little bit, and then we met a few days ago, and so it was rather easy.
But it will probably the last contract of your career.
Yeah, I really don't know, but realistically, if you look upon my age, I maybe should have retired already. But I don't close any doors, so we will see what's happened. But if you want me to make a wild guess, I would say that it probably is my last contract. But you never know.
But you've been very happy in this job here in Iceland.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I mean, the nice thing has to be working with the players, and the staff has been really good, and to see the way they have performed, and especially last year I think we played better and better, especially after the summer, and it's a young team, so I think we can be even better. So it's really interesting and nice job to have to be coach for the Icelandic national team.
And you always knew that this team could go this far in this tournament?
Yeah, I thought that. I mean, how realistic it was, but I mean, when I went through the players, when I accepted the job 2 years ago, so I think it looks really promising, mixed with some of the older players. So I said to Heimer when we started that I think we have a realistic chance to qualify. Now I was wrong, but we were close anyway.
Is it difficult to get over this disappointment in Croatia?
Yeah, of course you're very disappointed, but I mean it's a little bit easier anyway because they were better than us in the second game, and then it's a little bit easier to accept that you were losing. But of course I'm still disappointed in being so close, and it's such a game you want to play again. So, but you can't do that in football.
You think this team can go to France in 2016?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if everybody in this group and stay fit and play in their clubs, I mean, we should be better in the next 2 years, and hopefully maybe some new players will come up and come in and strengthen the squad also. We don't know that, but I mean, the qualities we have today, we should be better in the future. So I'm positive, even if it could be a really tough group now for the qualification, as we probably will be seeded in Group 5. But we definitely have a good chance, I think.
You'll be joint coach with Heimer now. What did that change?
Yeah, in practical nothing, I would say. I mean, for us, working with the national team, we always planned everything together and tried to divide different things among each other. The main reason why we did that is, of course, that Heimer and I know each other very well, and I think we could say that both as private persons, but also that we have the same football philosophy. But the biggest thing with this, I think, and the best thing is that Heimer can put in some much more time now in working with the national team and also with Icelandic football. So one of the reasons was also that he can look into the future a little bit behind this qualification. So hopefully he will have even a better position in 2 years to go on with the national team.
You didn't know Heimer very well before you took over. Have you been surprised how good coach he is?
I didn't know him at all. I never met him before. No, I can't say I'm surprised. When KSC suggested that Heimer should come into the staff as assistant coach, we met, and my first impression was positive, and he haven't disappointed me in that way. So I wasn't surprised. No.
I think he can do well in the future.
Absolutely, I think he has good personality to be a coach, and he has a lot of good skills, and now he has 2 years of experience and get 2 more years of experience in top international football, and I think that is important when you step into a national team. So I think in another 2 years he would be really good.
Heimer says he is learning from you, so you can teach him 1 or 2 things.
I don't know about that. I've been in this business for a longer time than he, and I've been working with international football for 20 years. So hopefully I've learned something that maybe he can learn from. But it's difficult to say. I mean, we work together, we plan together, and break opinions and things like that. So I don't know how much he has learned. But if he learns something, I'm happy for that.
Ajogud Johnson said after the game against Croatia it was maybe his last game. Do you want to keep him in the team?
Yeah, if he qualified, he is very, very welcome to stay in the team. I talked a little bit with him before we said goodbye down in Zagreb, and of course the feelings he had then, and looking into the future. I mean, he like me, he's much younger than me, but he's an old as a footballer. So it depends what happens now, and if he goes on playing, and if he's playing well, in that case, he's of course welcome to the national team if he's qualified and want to go on.
Do you think there will be many changes in the squad in the next couple of weeks with the young players coming up?
It's very difficult to say. I mean, it's not that usual that some young player just step up from for instance, from under 21 in a few months and take a place in the national team. But you never know about that. But my experience from 10-12 years with Sweden was that very few stepped directly from under 21 into a national team. But you have some players also a bit over under 21 that is close to the team, so hopefully some of them will develop and bring even more quality into the squad, but it's very, very difficult to say.
Iceland played against Croatia here in Laugardalsvöllur in November, and you said you wanted better stadiums here in Iceland so you can play during the winter.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I respect, of course, if I mean, KSI or Reykjavik community or anyone have the money for it. But I mean, if we want the national team and the clubs to do well out on international football, you need a heated pitch, because then you have maybe to play matches in November, or if the clubs even in December if they go to the Europe League group stage. So I mean, to have a top stadium, I think, and it's good PR in my opinion for the country if someone can support that, so we get a heated pitch. And also I think that the dressing room has to be rebuilt, because now you can't have, I mean, a squad don't have place down there, so I think that would be a good thing for football, of course, and maybe also good for the country to get good PR. So if you know someone who can put in some money for that, or if Reykjavik community or maybe even the government won't support it, that would be very nice in my opinion.